Welcome to SAT2 Career 2.0 online nursing channel. So here we are going to discuss the part 2 for the answer key of model test 4.0 AIMS NORCET nursing officer exam preparation. In yesterday's video we have seen the first 50 questions. In today's video we will continue the second 50 questions. So before that, if you have not yet subscribed our channel, please subscribe now and click the bell icon to get the latest notification about all our new videos. Now let's see the question number 51. The nurse is performing an assessment on a client with pheochromocytoma. Which assessment data would indicate a potential complication associated with this disorder? Option A, coagulation time of 5 minutes. Option B, a urinary output of 50 ml per hour. Option C, a heart rate that is 90 beats per minute. Option D, a blood urea nitrogen level of 20 milligram per deciliter. So in pheochromocytoma, the assessment data which indicate a potential complication of this disorder is, the right answer is option C, a heart rate 90 beats per minute. Pheochromocytoma is a catecholamine producing tumor usually found in the adrenal medulla. Extra amount of epinephrine and norepinephrine are secreted. The complications associated with pheochromocytoma includes hypertensive retinopathy and nephropathy, myocarditis, increased platelet aggregation, and stroke. Kidney failure, dysarrhythmias, or dissecting aortic aneurysms are also associated with pheochromocytoma. Now let's see the question number 52. A client with increased intracranial pressure is placed on mechanical ventilation and mechanical ventilation with hyperventilation. The nurse knows that the purpose of hyperventilation is to: option A, prevent the development of acute respiratory failure. Option B, prevent cerebral anoxia. Option D, increase systemic tissue perfusion. And option D is decrease cerebral blood flow. So when a client with increased ICP who is placed on mechanical ventilator on hyperventilation, so the nurse should know what is the purpose of the hyperventilation. The right answer here is option D, to decrease the cerebral blood flow. The hyperventilation reduces swelling and increase the intracranial pressure by decreasing the cerebral blood flow. It will decrease the intracranial pressure. It will not increase the intracranial pressure, it will decrease. Question number 53. The nurse must instruct the client with glaucoma to avoid taking the over-the-counter medications like: option A, NSAIDs, B, antihistamines, C, salicylates, option D, antacids. So in a client with glaucoma, which of the following medications should be avoided taking OTC? The right answer is option B, antihistamines. These antihistamines can cause pupil dilatation and it should be avoided in glaucoma. Question number 54. Which of the following can be used to determine if it is prescribed pain management therapy? It is effective for a non-verbal patient. Option A, facial pain rating scale. B, Papino-Colo test. Option C, Apgar assessment. Option D, Braden scale. So, for a better non-verbal patient to identify whether the pain management is effective or not, which of the following we can implement? The right answer, very simple. Facial pain rating scale is the tool to assess the pain level of a client who is non-verbal, who is not able to speak. Mostly we use for children and we can use for those clients who cannot speak. Question number 55. Abnormal findings such as bleeding from the GI tract is detected through option A, complete blood count, B, guaiac test, C, barium enema, D, abdominal X-ray. So the hidden bleeding can be detected in our fecal occult test that is done through guaiac test. Option B, guaiac test is right. Question number 56. A nursing caring for a 3-day-old infant with hyperbilirubinemia. A nurse is caring for a 3-day-old client with hyperbilirubinemia who is receiving phototherapy. Which of the following nursing action would be appropriate? Select all those apply. So here you need to select all those activity which we give for a client, particularly children who is having hyperbilirubinemia, who is receiving phototherapy. Option A, allow the parent to hold the infant to promote bonding. Option B, feed the infant every 2 hours. Option C, keep the eyes and genitalia covered throughout the therapy. Option D, swaddle the infant to maintain the body temperature. The right answer, we have three right answer here. Allow the parent to hold the infant for promoting bonding, and feeding should be done every 2 hours. Next one is we need to cover the eyes and genitalia throughout the therapy or phototherapy sessions. So these three actions the nurse should do. Question number 57. A pregnant client reports sharp pain 9 out of 10 high in the fundus. There is only a minimal vaginal bleeding, but the abdomen is very hot and the heart rate is 110. The nurse can suspect option A, the uterus is android type, B, cavalier uterus, option C, gynecoid uterus, option D, platypelloid uterus. So the right answer. So which is the abnormal uterus we can find in this client? The right answer is option B. Sorry, option B, cavalier uterus. Option B, cavalier uterus. Option B. This cavalier uterus is a life-threatening condition in which abruptio placenta causes blood to infiltrate the uterine myometrium and the peritoneal cavity. A hard board-like uterus is formed with minimal to apparent bleeding seen in this client with cavalier uterus. Question number 58. A newborn lab result indicates phenylketonuria. The level is 30 milligram per deciliter. What should the nurse do next? Option A, document the result. B, immediately notify the physician about the critical test result. Option C, inform the parents about the normal PQ level. Option D, notify the physician during morning rounds. The phenylketonuria level, which is 30 milligram for a client, the nurse should do. The right answer is immediately the nurse should notify the physician. So you know that the normal level should be less than 2 milligram per deciliter. A PQ level of 30 milligram per deciliter is critically elevated and it should be communicated to the physician immediately to provide early intervention. Increased level can cause brain damage, microcephaly, and cerebral impairment. Question number 59. A 40-year-old G7P4A2 36 weeks pregnant woman was admitted because of complaints of vaginal bleeding. She also noticed a lack of fetal activity. She also noticed a lack of fetal activity in the 3 days prior to admission. The nurse's first action is to option A, ask for ultrasound examination, ask for X-ray abdomen, option C, ask for fetal heart tones, assess for fetal heart tones, option D, palpate the fetal movement. So in this condition, the nurse's first action should be to assess for fetal heart tones. So the findings of the fetal heart tone is the easiest way to check the status of the fetus. In this situation, it should be done first. If no fetal heart tones are noted, a sonogram should be ordered to confirm the status. Question number 60. The nurse is assessing a newborn's reflex. Which of the following best describes the Babinski reflex? Option A, dorsiflexion of the great toe when the sole is scratched. Option B, extension of the leg when the patellar tendon is struck. Option C, flexion of the forearm when the bicep tendon is tapped. Option D, tremor of the foot following the brisk forcible dorsiflexion. So the Babinski reflex best described by dorsiflexion of the great toes when the sole is scratched. So the characteristic feature of the Babinski reflex is the same, the dorsiflexion of the other toes when the sole of the foot is stimulated. The reflex normally disappears after 24 months. Question number 61. A nurse at dermatology clinic is instructing the patient on risk factors for skin disorders. Which of the following should be included? Select all those apply. Option A, diabetes. B, corticosteroid use. C, exposure to chemicals. Option D, exposure to the sun. Option E, intense exercise. Option F, use of makeup and cosmetic creams. So here the factors which can cause skin disorders, there are multiple factors. We need to select all those things. That includes corticosteroid use for prolonged period of time and exposure to chemicals, exposure to sun, and use of makeup and cosmetic creams also cause skin related disorders. Question number 62. A patient is seen in the clinic for ulcerative colitis, a form of inflammatory bowel disease. The nurse should anticipate which of the following in the patient's care. Option A, corticosteroid medication. B, high fiber diet. C, lactulose therapy. Option D, protein milkshakes. So the nurse should anticipate which therapy can be initiated by the physician for a client with ulcerative colitis. The right answer is the nurse can anticipate for the use of corticosteroid medications. These corticosteroids are used to reduce the inflammation associated with inflammatory bowel disease that can lead to decreased diarrhea, pain, and bleeding. Question number 63. A patient with multiple myeloma is receiving intravenous hydration at 100 ml per hour. Which of the following assessment finding indicates a positive response to the intervention? Option A, creatinine level is 1 milligram per deciliter. Option B, respiratory rate is 18 breaths per minute. Option C, white blood cell count is equivalent to 6000 per ml. Option D, weight gain of 1 kilogram. So in a client who is receiving intravenous hydration at 100 ml per hour, the assessment finding which will indicate the positive response to the intervention is option A, creatinine level of 1 milligram per deciliter. In people with multiple myeloma, the renal failure is a major concern due to hypercalcemia and hyperuricemia. Checking the creatinine level will provide the most accurate measure of renal status. The normal range of creatinine level is 0.6 to 1.3 milligram per deciliter in IM. So in male, in the female it will be 0.5 to 1.1 milligram per deciliter. Question number 64. Performing the monthly breast self-examination and testicular examination is an example for option A, primordial level of prevention. B, primary level of prevention. C, secondary level of prevention. Option D, tertiary level of prevention. So the examination which we perform comes under the secondary level of prevention. Question number 65. Which substance is produced within the cell in our body is an antiviral agent? Option A, plasminogen, B, interferon, C, histamines, D, bradykines. So the antiviral agent, that is the right answer is option B, interferon. So these are the group of signaling protein made and released by the host cells in response to the presence of several viruses. In a typical scenario, a virus infected cell will release interferons causing nearby cells to heighten their antiviral defense. Now let's see the 66th question. Which stage is the penultimate stage of Kubler-Ross grief reaction? Option A, denial, B, anger, C, acceptance, D, depression. The penultimate, the stage before the last stage. So the right answer is option D, depression. In the DABDA, depression comes before the acceptance. The acceptance is the last stage. So that is the penultimate stage. Question number 67. Which type of leadership or passive and non-directive assumes the participants as observer role and exerts little control or guidance over the group behavior, input and control are minimal? Option A, the lactulose, option A is laissez-faire leadership style. Option B, autocratic leadership style. Option C, that is democratic leadership style. Option D is the pace setting style. So the leadership style which is passive and non-directive, that comes under option A, laissez-faire leadership style. Question number 68. Typhoid vaccine and pertussis vaccine are the example of which type? Option A, killed vaccines. B, live attenuated vaccines. C, toxides. Option D, purified antigens. The right answer, they are killed vaccines. Question number 69. Identify the image. Option A, punch biopsy forceps. B, the bone curate. Option C, it is a ovum forceps. Option D, they are Wrigley forceps. So this is ovum forceps. Right answer. Question number 70. Name the device in this image. Option A, it is dental probe. Option B, sickle probe. Option C, burnishes. Option D, condensers. The right answer, they are used in the dental clinic for children and those who cannot open the mouth. The right answer is they are dental probe. Question number 71. Identify the instrument. Option A, Morris retractor. B, Coleman retractor. C, Langenbach retractor. Option D, Krenzi retractor. The right answer is option D. It is Krenzi retractor. Question number 72. All are the uses of this instrument except. So first you need to know what is this instrument. This is uterine sound. So which is not the uses of this uterine sound? Option A, to know the length of the uterine cavity. Option B, to know the position of the uterus. Option C, it acts as the first dilator of the cervical canal. Option D, used for insufflation test. So this instrument, uterine sound, is used for, the right answer is, it is used for first three and it is not used for the fourth option. So it is not used in the insufflation test. Question number 73. This instrument is known as option A, deep pelvic retractor, option B, abdominal retractor, option C, chest retractor, option D, scalp retractor. The right answer, it is a deep pelvic retractor. Question number 74. This equipment is option A, triangle forceps, B, Kocher forceps. Option C, choline dual lung grasping forceps. Option D, green hermitage forceps. So this is choline dual lung grasping forceps used in lung related surgeries. Question number 75. This image which you are seeing in the picture is known as option A, Alice forceps, B, skin hook, option C, bone reduction clamp, option D, dual lung forceps. So this is Alice forceps. Option A, Alice forceps is right. Question number 76. While providing oral care to retropositive client, nurse should option A, use special mouth care solution, B, isolate the client, option C, wear gloves, option D, use soft toothbrush. So when you're giving care to the retropositive client, the nurse must use gloves. Question number 77. About Kawasaki disease, all are true except option A, seen in children, B, coronary artery is involved, option C, mucocutaneous lesions are found, option D, suppurative lymphadenopathy is seen. So in Kawasaki disease, the right answer, all the three are right. This is not present. The suppurative lymphadenopathy is not seen. Question number 78. The clinical symptoms of wasting syndrome in AIDS includes option A, involuntary weight loss, B, chronic diarrhea, C, the protein energy malnutrition, option D, esophageal candidiasis. So, which is included in the clinic wasting syndrome because of AIDS? The right answer, you have the option 1 ABC, option 2 BCD, option C ABD, option D ABCD. So choose from this the symptoms which includes under wasting syndrome. The right answers are, let's see the right answer. So we have three. First one is the involuntary weight loss, second one is the chronic diarrhea, and third one is protein energy malnutrition. So these symptoms of wasting syndrome of the AIDS client includes these three, like involuntary weight loss, diarrhea for at least a month, protein energy malnutrition, extreme weakness, and fever. These are not related to the infection. Esophageal candidiasis is an opportunistic infection of an esophagus by Candida albicans also. Question number 79. Rapidly progressive dementia is seen in option A, Alzheimer's disease, B, vascular dementia, C, HIV dementia, option D, Parkinson's disease. The rapidly progressive dementia, the right answer is HIV associated dementia is progressing very fast among all other types. Question number 79. Which of the following is the indicator of AIDS? The CD4 counts cells lower than 1000 cells per cubic millimeter. Option B, CD4 counts cells lower than 10,000 cells per cubic millimeter. Option C, the CD4 counts lower than 400 cells per cubic millimeter. Option D, CD4 count cells less than 200 cells per cubic millimeter. The right answer is option D, the CD4 count cells less than 200 cells per cubic millimeter is the right answer here. So according to the CDC disease, the staging system, the definition of AIDS include all HIV infected individual with CD4 counts of less than 200 cells per micro ml is considered as those with certain HIV related conditions such symptoms. Question number 80. So in this image, what is the assessment done by the nurse to the client? Option A, checking carotid pulse. B, assessment of jugular vein distension. Option C, lymph node assessment. Option D, skin turgor assessment. So this assessment is lymph node assessment. Question number 81. The following statements are true in reference to endotoxins except option A, their toxicity depends in the lipid component. Option B, they are released from the bacterial surface by natural lysis. Option C, they are lipopolysaccharides in nature. Option D, they are heat-liable proteins. So the right answer, so endotoxins are not a heat-liable proteins. Question number 81. During blood transfusion therapy, patient developed wheezing and her skin becomes flushed with hives. These are the characteristic features of option A, hemolytic reaction, B, allergic reaction, C, transfusion reaction, D, thrombotic crisis. The right answer, option B, allergic reaction. Causes wheezing, the skin becomes flushed, and hives are noticed. Question number 83. Severe generalized edema is called as option A, anasarca, B, mixed edema, C, dependent edema, option D, pitting edema. The right answer is option A, anasarca. Question number 84. The clinical substance that increasing the sensitivity of pain receptors by enhancing the pain-provoking effects of bradykinin is option A, nociceptor, B, endorphins, C, enkephalins, option D, prostaglandin. The right answer, option C, enkephalins. Question number 85. Which of the following substance that decrease the pain transmission and can cause inflammatory response? Option A, nociceptor, B, endorphins, C, enkephalin, option D, prostaglandins. The right answer is option B, endorphins are the substances which can decreases the pain transmission which is caused due to any inflammatory response. Question number 86. The inflammatory exudative phase of wound healing can be last for option A 1 to 4 days, B 1 year, option C 5 to 20 days, option C 21 days to a month. The right answer, 1 to 4 days. The inflammatory exudative phase of the wound healing can last for 1 to 4 days. Question number 87. Maternal mortality rate is measured as per option A 1000 live births, B 10,000 live births, C 1 lakh live births, option D 10,000 pregnancy. The maternal mortality rate is measured as per 1 lakh live birth. Question number 88. Anthracosis is due to the inhalation of option A silicon dust, B sugarcane dust, C cotton dust, and D coal particles. The right answer is anthracosis is due to the inhalation of coal particles. Question number 89. World Health Organization was established on option A 7th May 1948, B 7th April 1947, option C 7th April 1948, option D 7th June 1948. The right answer is option C 7th April 1948. World Health Day was first established. Question number 90. One packet of oral contraceptive pills consists of how many number of pills? Option A 21 free pills and 7 contraceptive pills. Option B 21 contraceptive pills and 7 iron pills. Option C 23 contraceptive pills and 5 iron pills. Option D 23 iron pills and 5 contraceptive pills. The right answer is oral contraceptive pills having the 21 contraceptive pills and 7 iron pills. Question number 91. So the value of 1 plus, so this is a mathematical reasoning sum. So how you can solve this sum and what is the answer? Option A 71 by 64, B 1 by 16, option C 1 by 4, option D none of these. So the right answer with the solution is given here. So this is how we can write. So we can write like this. Very simplify, we can do the simplification like this. The plus 1 can be put here. So we can write 8 into 2 cube, so that we can write like this. We can start from here. So when we do like that, the answer will come as 71 by 64. This is 1 divided by 18, 2. So 1 divided by 18 to 2, the whole square. So answer will come 71 by 64. Question number 92. If A is the husband of B, E is the daughter of C, A is the father of C, how is B related to E? Option A mother, B grandfather, C aunt and D cousin. The right answer is grandmother. Question number 93. So Jog waterfalls in India is on which river? Option A Netravati, B Sharavati river, C Saraswati river, D Mahanadi river. So this Jog waterfalls is on the river called Sharavati river. Question number 94. Which among the following is a future aims? Option A Haryana Ambala, B Tamil Nadu Madurai, C Himachal Pradesh Kulu Manali, option D West Bengal Kalyani. So the future aims is coming in which city? It is coming in Tamil Nadu Madurai, but in Haryana it is not coming in Ambala. In Himachal it is in the Bilaspur already. In West Bengal it is present in Kalyani already. Question number 95. So here the nurse is reviewing the white blood cell differential of a patient given the given the results like neutrophils say 50 percentage, lymphocyte 45 percentage, monocytes 2 percentage, eosinophil 2 percentage, basophil 1 percentage. So which type of infection is most likely occurring? Option A viral, B bacterial, C fungal, D parasitic. The right answer is viral infection occurs most commonly. The rationale you can see here. The percentage of lymphocytes elevated at 45 percentage, which is usually indicative of viral infection. Acute bacterial infection usually shows elevated neutrophils through certain bacterial infections like pertussis and TB will show the high leukocytes. Parasitic infections result in an elevated eosinophil count. The fungal infections can cause the elevated monocytes and neutrophil. The normal ranges are given here. Neutrophils should be 55 to 70 percentage, lymphocytes should be 20 to 40 percentage, and monocytes should be 2 to 8 percentage, and eosinophils should be 1 to 4 percentage. But in this case, the lymphocyte is 45 percentage, so we can suspect for viral infection. Question number 96. National Health Authority approves to integrate the health schemes of central ministries with which schemes? Option A Make in India, B Skill India Mission, option C Atmanirbhar Bharat, option D Ayushman Bharat. The National Health Authority approves the integrated health schemes of central ministry. The right answer is this scheme is attached with Ayushman Bharat. Question number 97. So you can see the image. This is deviated nasal septum. So which treatment is used to correct this problem? Option A septoplasty, B turbinoplasty, option C turbinectomy, option D rhinoplasty. The right answer is option A septoplasty. Septoplasty is used to correct the deviated nasal septum. Question number 98. The nurse is assessing the fetal presentation in a multiparas client. The illustration below indicates which of the following type of presentation. Option A, it is frank breech. Option B, vertex. Option C, footling breech. Option D, complete breech. So this type of presentation is called frank breech presentation. Question number 99. So name the article seen in this image. Option A, it is Ryle's tube. Option B, it is a central line guided wire. Option C, Foley catheter. Option D, enema tubing. The right answer is central line guided wire. It is a central line guided wire. The 100th question. Carpal tunnel syndrome is caused by the option A, pressure of the cephalic nerve. Option B, injury to wrist joint. Option C, pressure on the radial nerve. Option D, the damage of the lower motor neuron. The carpal tunnel syndrome is caused by the option C, the pressure on the if it is pressure on the medial nerve, then that is also correct. Any injury to the wrist joint can lead to carpal tunnel syndrome is the right answer here. So we have discussed the 50 questions in this video. Yesterday we have discussed the 50 questions. So totally the fourth model test of AIMS NORCET, the 100 questions we have discussed here in the previous two videos. If you need to join the daily test series, this is our WhatsApp group. You can join, and thanks for watching this video. If you like these two videos also, you can click and you can watch, and don't forget to subscribe Satu Career 2.0 online nursing channel. Please stay with us for more questions and good preparations, and meet you again with another good 100 questions. Still that, take care, bye bye, stay safe, stay alert.